So UFC 311's finished, amazing card, great pay-per-view, and I'm here to talk about the fights to make next. All right, I'm only talking about the feature fight, the co-main, and the main event. The only ones I give a shit about. All right, they're the only ones that really matter. Okay, so I'm going to go over the losers and the winners, who should do what for their next fight should be. Start off with Jamal Hill. I'm so glad this man lost. I am so happy that this dude lost. I just can't even explain it. I really can't explain it to you. I'm just so happy. But that's for another video, because I'm going to do a whole video about this fight and how fucking good it was. Who should Jamal fight next, right? Khalil Roundtree Jr. There's literally no other fight that I can think of that makes more sense for Jamal right now than Khalil Roundtree Jr. I remember when Khalil lost to Pereira, all right, and he wanted to fight Jamal Hill, and Jamal Hill said, listen, Khalil, you're coming off a loss. Why don't you get a few wins and then maybe you can come and challenge me? Even though he just got knocked out by Pereira in the first round. Now you're coming off 2 losses, Jamal. Fight Khalil Roundtree next. And you'll lose. I would pick Khalil Roundtree to beat Jamal Hill every day of the fucking week, brother. Khalil would just... I think it'd be quite an easy fight for him. He'd just rush forward with his pressure fighting and his great counters. Like I said, he had great counters. Khalil will get this done. I don't think there's any other fight that makes sense. This was booked. Khalil had to pull out because he popped for PEDs. He reported himself though. It's not like he was trying to hide it. I think it was an accident. He ingested something that he didn't know about. I don't know the whole fucking story, but basically, this fight was supposed to happen already. Got cancelled, alright. Khalil then fought Pereira for the title, and then he lost. And Jamal was like, I'm not fighting you, you're coming off a loss, even though Jamal was coming off a loss too, which is fucking weird. This is perfect. Both guys are now coming off, Jamal's coming off 2 losses, Khalil's coming off a loss. If Khalil beats Jamal Hill, it puts him right up there. If Jamal beats Khalil, is that what I just said? If Khalil beats Jamal, it puts him right up here. If Jamal beats Khalil, keeps him where he is. Keeps him where he is, number 3, number 4, ranked position, wherever he is now. I think this is the fight to make. There's no other fights that I can really think of for Jamal Hill right now that make sense in my opinion. Because obviously Olberg's fighting Jan. And Khalil's looking for a fight. He lost against Alex Pereira, fair enough. He's not been in any talk since. This is the fight to make. And I would pick Khalil. Now, Yuri, my Lord and Savior, Yuri Christ. Oh, like I said, I'm not going to glaze him in this video. That's tomorrow's video. Tomorrow I'm going to glaze the fuck out of this man. Because it was just a beautiful performance. It was the best Yuri we've ever seen. And I'm going to go over why that is tomorrow. But who should he fight next? Should he fight for the belt? No, he shouldn't. He should fight the winner of Jan versus Olberg first. I don't want Yuri to fight for the belt next. I love Yuri with all my heart. He's my favourite fighter. There's nothing more that I want than him to have the belt around his waist. But you've got to earn it. And he's just lost it. He's already lost to Pereira twice. All right, he lost to Pereira. He's now beaten Jamal Hill. He shouldn't get another title. He lost to Pereira the first time. Beat Rakic, then got another title shot. Or lost to Pereira again. Now he's beat Jamal Hill. I don't think he should get another title shot after just one win. Get at least one more good win against the winner of this fight, which I think will be Olberg. I'm not counting Jan Blachowicz out, though. I just think Olberg is going to get it done. And I think Yuri beats everyone at light heavyweight apart from Pereira. I really do. After his performance last night, he's evolved, bro. He really has changed. He's better. He's much better than what he was. His head movement, perfection. Well, like I said, that's not for this video, but I think Yuri should fight the winner of this fight and then maybe look towards a belt. I know in my last video about this, I said he should have 3 wins and then get the belt. But now that I think about it, if Jamal's going to fight Khalil Roundtree, who else is Yuri going to fight other than the winner of this? He's already beaten Rakic. He's not going to go any lower than Roundtree. So this is like the only fight that I think makes sense. Olberg and Jan are in between Rakic and Roundtree in the rankings, I'm pretty sure. So this makes sense. The winner of this fight from UFC London fights Yuri for a title shot. Makes sense in my opinion. And I think Yuri gets it done, and Yuri will get that trilogy. And I will favour his chances more. I don't think he'd win, fortunately, because Hill still landed a few shots. He still landed a few shots. And we didn't really see if Yuri has improved his checking of leg kicks, because Jamal didn't throw any. So that if Alex is able to just piece up his leg, like Yuri just doesn't check leg kicks ever, then I think it'll go pretty much the same way as last time. I would like you. I'd like Yuri's chances more going forward with this new and improved style that he's got. He's just slipping shots. But like I said, we'll go over that in tomorrow's video. Come back tomorrow for the glazing of Yuri Prohaska, please. Merab Dvalishvili, like I said he would, dominated Umar. Yes, he lost the first 2 rounds. From round 3 onwards, domination, bro. Tired him out. Didn't let him get anything off. All right, just relentless pace. Didn't slow down a bit. Like, chucked him on the floor and was laughing at him. Pointing and laughing, going, ha, ha, ha. Umar was missing kicks. Umar was missing shit. He was going... Umar tried to take him down, tried to drag him down. Merab stood there and was like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, he was taunting the dude. He was taunting a Nurmagomedov in a 5-round fight. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm glad he proved me right, all right? I'm glad that he proved me right. I said he'd beat him with ease. And yes, rounds 1 and 2 were Umar's rounds. But after that, bro, fucking easy peasy Merab win. Who should he fight next? Well, I know who the UFC are going to make him fight next. They're going to make him fight Sean O'Malley. I don't want this. I really don't want this fight. I don't think Sean O'Malley deserves an instant title match. I mean, he beat Aljo with a really quick turnaround. Beat Chito Vera, who's shit. Literally a walking punching bag. And then he got dominated by Merab. That, for me, is not grounds for an instant rematch. I think what they should do, what they're not going to do, is book this fight. The winner of that gets a Merab title shot. The winner of Petr Yan versus Sean O'Malley gets a Merab title shot. Because Petr Yan, 50-45 Davidson Figueiredo. All right, Sean O'Malley, we've not seen him since the Merab loss. We've not seen him since then. Now I think this would be a great fight because Sean O'Malley robbed Petr Yan in this. Well, not Sean O'Malley, but the judges robbed Petr Yan in this fight. Petr Yan won the first fight. Robbery, absolute robbery, scandalous it was. It was unbelievable. Not happy about it because they wanted to build O'Malley to be the next star. Merab shut the party down. I think if the fight went the same way now, they wouldn't rob it because Sean O'Malley's stock has gone to the shitter. It's what I think they should do, okay, and have Merab beat the winner of that. This is what I think they will do because Dana said in an interview that Sean O'Malley will probably be next for the title. I don't like it though. I don't. Umar Nurmagomedov, what's next for this guy? What's next for this guy? Now, I just want to say, Umar looked good. He did look really good in rounds 1 and 2. I was like, God damn, bro, maybe Umar is going to get it done. But then he tired himself out. They were literally shaking his arms to try and get the lactic acid out of it. Let me have a drink of my tea. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec, guys. They were literally shaking his arms to get the lactic acid out of it. He was fucked after the second round, all right? You can't be going into 5-round fights and getting tired after 2 rounds, bro. Especially against Merab. Maybe it was Merab that tired him out. Either way, he looked good in the first 2 rounds, and then he looked like an amateur in rounds 3 to 5. Merab was clowning on him, emoting on him, stuffing all the takedowns, not letting him get him down and chucking him on the floor and pointing and laughing. Embarrassing, bro. Embarrassing. Who's next for Umar? I think, because Sean O'Malley is going to get that title shot, Petr Yan. Why not? Let's see this fight. I think this would be a good fight. I think Petr Yan would probably lose, I'll be honest. But in saying that, Petr Yan doesn't slow down. And if Petr Yan is able to stuff the takedowns like he can, he's got amazing takedown defense. I reckon he could grind Umar out for 5 rounds, tire him out much like Merab did, because he also fights with a lot of pressure. I mean, look at the Figueiredo fight. He didn't slow down a bit. Pace Figueiredo up. I would give if Piotr Jan's going to win this fight, it'll be like a fight night main event 5-rounder again, where he just outpoints him for 5 rounds. Like I don't think he'd get a 50-45. It'd probably go the same way as Merab, kind of like a 48-47 type shit. You know, that's what I can see with this fight happening. But this will be an interesting fight. It'll show people that Piotr Jan's still here, still ready for the belt. And if Umar Nurmagomedov beats Piotr Jan, it'll show people that he's not a fraud. And I don't think he's a fraud, but I think people are going to call him a fraud now. If he beats Piotr Jan, that'll kind of solidify him as not a fraud, but just that Merab's better. I think this is the fight to make for Umar next. If they go with the Sean O'Malley versus Merab match, which I think that's what they're going to do. I hope not. If not the Piotr Jan fight, though, I really don't know. Maybe give him Sean O'Malley. No, we can't because they're Piotr Jan and Sean O'Malley fight. I don't know who else. I really don't know who else. If anyone's got any ideas, let me know down below. Who do you think, if Piotr Jan and O'Malley fight, and Umar's got no opponent, who do you think that they're going to give him? Maybe the loser of that fight. Maybe the loser of Piotr Jan versus Sean O'Malley will fight Umar. I don't know. If they go with Sean for the title, though, I think this is a matchup that makes sense. It's, you know, it'll give Umar a chance to show people that he's not a fraud, and it'll give Piotr Jan a chance to show people that he's back. Islam Makhachev gets a round 1 submission over Moicano. I don't think anyone thought this would go any differently. Okay, I kind of feel bad for Islam though, because people aren't rating his title wins now. Like, he's had 2 short notice opponents, a lot of featherweights. You know, people are going to start saying, like, you know, this guy's resume, it's a bit. Apparently, Sarukian's not getting the next title shot, and he needs to work his way up. I thought they were just going to rebook the Sarukian fight. Obviously, Dana's not happy with Arman Sarukian's, you know, approach to pulling out. Pause. But I think they might do Arman versus Charles too, and the winner of that will get Islam, because I don't think Dana's going to make Arman work his way all the way back up. That would be ridiculous. Maybe, and you know, and Charles has just beaten Michael Chandler in a really, really, really good performance. Kind of dominated him in that fight, like 4 rounds to 5. 49-46. I can see them rebooking Sarukian versus Oliveira for the number 1 contenders match to make Sarukian just work that little bit harder after fucking over the pay-per-view. And then the winner of that will fight Islam. And I hope it is Sarukian, because we've already seen Charles Oliveira, and if Charles Oliveira beats Sarukian, then people are going to discredit Islam even more, because it's like, well, he's already beaten Charles, so why do we want to see that again? But I think Sarukian might get it done again. He is really good, despite, you know, his antics from this weekend. I think they're going to do this. Sarukian Oliveira 2. Makhachev gets the winner. Now the loser, Money Moicano. What's next for Moicano? I feel bad for the dude, by the way. I feel really bad for him. He worked his whole life for this, and I don't think, you know, he said this wasn't a one day's notice. This was a whole life's notice. I think he's been too hard on himself, though. He's being too hard on himself. He wasn't preparing for Islam. He was preparing for Dariush. You know, 1 day's notice to fight Islam Makhachev. I don't think anyone's getting that done. No one's getting that done. It just shows all that there is levels to this game, because at the same time, it was short notice for Makhachev too. So it's not like it was just Moicano's late notice, if you know what I mean. So I don't think he should be too hard on himself. He could definitely work his way back up. I think the next fight for him, though, is obviously Paddy the Body, mate. It's fucking Paddy versus Moicano. You know what I mean, lad? I think this is the fight to make next. Whether Paddy wins or loses against Chandler, I don't think Paddy's going to beat Chandler. I really don't. He leaves his chin in the air too high. But in saying that, I don't think Paddy's that dumb to try and strike with Michael Chandler. I think he's going to try and take it to the ground and submit him. So if Paddy does get a submission, or even if he loses, I think Moicano's the next fight. Saying that, if he beats Chandler, he's not going to want to fight Moicano because he's going to be higher up in the rankings. But let's just say that Paddy loses or whatever. I think this is the fight to make. Even if Paddy versus Chandler isn't happening, Because he did share that Ruben guy on Twitter, his post about this fight, about him versus Chandler, and Paddy was like, I can't believe people actually believe this fool. What's he saying, lad? So that makes me think maybe it's not happening. I reckon Paddy and Moicano would be a great fight. Great addition to a pay-per-view main card or a fight night main event. I think that's the next fight for Moicano. Be a good way to bounce back. Will he beat Paddy? I think he's got a good chance. Paddy's good though. Paddy's really good. He showed that in the Bobby Green fight. In my opinion, submission of the year. I gave him submission of the year in my awards. I bet he's very glad to hear that. Well done, Paddy. But yeah, I don't know who to pick on this one, to be honest. I really don't know who to pick. It'd be a good fight. I might just have to back Paddy because he's my fellow fucking, you know, he's from England and he's from fucking the UK, lad. We're gonna get it done, mate. Let's go. But yeah, that's all the fights to make after UFC 311. Let me know what you guys think. Am I right? Am I wrong? What fights would you like to see? But yeah, stay tuned tomorrow for the glazing of Yuri Prohaska. Oh, it's gonna be glorious. Then Tuesday live stream, gonna debate John Jones. Is his legacy fraudulent or not? Be there, 9 p.m. GMT. It's gonna be a good laugh, and I'm gonna keep an eye out for Jamal Hill's YouTube channel because you know he's gonna be posting some cope shit about his loss to Yuri. So that should be fun. So stay tuned this week. Should be some good videos coming out. Like and subscribe. My links are down below. And until next time, I'll see you in a bit.